Yeah. It's crisp, right? Personally, I love it. We've had a hot, hot summer. In fact, when we get a lot of sunshine here, we have a term for it. We call it cloud failure. Right? Except when it gets too hot, I came up with a new term. I call it baked Alaska. Anyway, welcome aboard. We are currently on a 1927 Mack Model AB. This was originally a New Jersey streetcar. Yeah. So the Stampeders, and like the rest of the Stampeders, he didn't find any. But like myself and a few others, he fell in love with this little town and decided to stay. That's right, folks. Right before your very eyes today, you actually have a year-round resident. Get a good look. There aren't very many of us. Either way, Martin Itchen, he wrote back to his wife Lucy back home in Florida. Hi, honey. Come on up to Alaska. No, the weather's fine. She came and joined him, and he set to work as our town's coal delivery truck driver, our town's undertaker, and eventually he started the first Ford dealership in the world. Now in Alaska. Our world, exactly. Now, in 1923, we got some really big news. President Harding, the only United States president to ever come to Skagway, was coming to town for 3 hours. Wow. This is where you guys all go, ooh. I know, it was really exciting. I mean, but what to do? How to show the president around. Our town is 4 blocks by 24 blocks. And how are we going to fit all that in a 3-hour tour, right? Martin Itchen said, I'll show the president around. He took his old coal delivery truck. He swept out all the coal dust, cleaned it up real nicely, put in some bench seats, and gave the whole thing a fresh coat of paint. On the side, sort of as a joke, he wrote, Skagway Streetcar Tour. To all points of interest. Nothing like it in the world. He went down to the docks. He picked up President Harding along with his entourage, which included a man by the name of Herbert Hoover, the vacuum cleaner king. No, the future president. He took him on the same tour that I'm going to be taking you guys on today. Now, some of the things are a little bit different. They've changed in the last 100 years or so. Some of the things are exactly the same, like the jokes. However, you guys are on a celebrity bus. You've got a local for a tour guide. Took out a homestead land claim on this entire valley. He named the passage itself the White Pass after a Canadian minister at the time whose last name was White, right? The man who had sent him on the expedition. And then took out a homestead claim, and he built himself a house, he built himself a dock, and he set to work on his train. He envisioned a wagon road, a horse trail, maybe a railroad. He knew that gold had been found south and north, and people were stampeding all over the place, and the stampeders would come through here. So he buckled down and waited for them to come. And waited. When the breakup happened, in the first 2 days, 7,000 homemade watercraft of every size, shape, and description set sail going north, rushing to get to that gold up the north-flowing Yukon River. Over sets of rapids and clouds of blood-thirsty insects. And the mosquitoes, you guys. Oh, Yeah, they're no joke.
It's exercise.
Well, there's a couple jokes, you know. The state bird, maybe you've heard that one, right? But I heard a story from a guy in Ketchikan who heard a story from a guy from Gustavus who said that one time in Angoon, he overheard someone else saying a story that one time a man was surrounded by a black cloud of mosquitoes and no one ever heard from him or saw him ever again. I know. They think that they just carried him north to their queen. A chilling prospect, right? Either way, it was a difficult journey. Most of the men, sadly, didn't even find gold. As it turns out, if you're hearing about a gold rush, you're already too late.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the Thai River one is one that's a new one, but you can tell the new one's really shiny.